I know you want fresh bread 2 hours from now, so let's make what I call Sunday bread. This is the easiest bread you can make, and it is so delicious. It's my favorite thing to do when I have like people coming over for dinner, or just when I know that I'm gonna want bread, and I don't wanna be a slave to having to make sourdough and like watching my bread all day. It is so fantastic. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna start with 3 cups of flour. That's what I have in here. I'm using bread flour. Then you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of yeast. All this is flour, yeast, water, and salt. Like, you probably have those in your pantry. So 3 cups of bread flour, 2 teaspoons of rapid rise yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt. I am not super exact with anything in this recipe, and it always turns out perfect every single time. Then you're gonna add 1.5 cups of almost hot water. You don't want it to be super hot, but you want it to be really warm. And then give it a good mix. This should definitely be a sticky dough. It shouldn't be one that you can like knead very easily. If that's the case, just give it like a little bit more water. This is what mine looks like before I let it rest. It's been 1 hour 45, so it's time for us to shape our dough. Look at this one here. You can see there's tons of little bubbles at the top. This is what it looks like from the side. It smells delicious already, like nice and yeasty. I have a tiny bit of flour here on my work surface, and I'm gonna put my hand in it just like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna scoop out the dough. Now we don't have to worry about deflating this. Yeast dough does a really fantastic job of re-rising when you cook it. Then we're just gonna take it and we're gonna roll it into a nice little round loaf. Yeah, baby. Re-rising is when you flatten it and then it bakes and then it rises back up. So I'm gonna kind of flatten it out into a rectangle like this, and I'm gonna grab the corners and I'm gonna bring them all back into the middle. That's how I like to shape mine. And then I'll drag it towards me like this in a circle. Look, it's so perfect. Perfect little loaf, like this. And my Dutch oven is preheating in the oven, so when it reaches 450, I'm gonna bake it for 30 minutes with the lid on, and then take it off and just bake it for 12 more. And then we're done. We made bread. That easy. Like, are you kidding me? Ooh, there's gonna be a good bubble on the side there too. Look at her. Picture perfect bread, start to finish, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. You have to make Sunday bread. I'll show you what she looks like inside. Besties, come on. Come on. Can't with this. Oh my God. My mouth is drooling, so I'm gonna go. Check out the caption. I'll give you all the details. Y'all, Sunday bread. Oh my God, like, I really could.